everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040, bringing to another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. And today I wanted to discuss and share my thoughts with all of you about what took place on the July 22nd, 2024 edition of Raw, involving Dominik Mysterio finally choosing Rhea Ripley over Liv Morgan. But has he really? Very good question. So we saw a very high energy and entertaining segments between these three. Liv Morgan came out and pretty much said to Rhea Ripley that someone as handsome as Dominik Mysterio doesn't go for someone like you. He prefers to go for someone like me, which obviously outraged Rhea Ripley as she was ready to jump out of the ring and go through the crowd and rip Liv Morgan's head off. Dominik Mysterio stopped her and pretty much said, "Hear me out, I've got this." And Liv Morgan said, "No, let's hear what Daddy Dom has to say." She actually got the crowd to stop booing him. That in itself is quite an accomplishment. So Dominik absolutely ripped Liv Morgan apart when Liv requested, "I just want to hear those three little words because I feel the same." Oh, and Dominik definitely did respond with those three little words, but it wasn't the three little words that she wanted to hear. He said, "I hate you, you ruined my life, you ruined everything for me," and then proceeded to tear her down in Spanish, much to Rhea Ripley's amusement and approval, and leaving Liv Morgan in a teary, emotional mess. So it looks like Dominik Mysterio is out of the doghouse and is essentially back in Mummy's penthouse, so to speak. But I don't think things are as straightforward as they seem. Yes, on the surface, all is right with the world. Dominik Mysterio finally stood up for himself, made his choice, chose Rhea Ripley over Liv Morgan. The rest is history, but I don't think so. I think this is all set up, and I think at SummerSlam we're going to see a very dirty betrayal, and someone is leaving, not with the women's title, but with a broken heart. Sorry, Rhea, it's going to happen because, you know, why didn't Dominik do this at the start? Why didn't he do this when it was presented to him? Why do it now? It's all a setup. Dominik is going to definitely turn on Rhea at SummerSlam. He's going to help Liv Morgan retain the women's title, and they'll be a couple. And she could very well end up in the Judgment Day. And this is where the Judgment Day implosion is going to kick off in a huge way. Because I'm asking this. So, by Dominik possibly turning on Rhea, where does the Judgment Day fit into all of this? Where does Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Jaden McDonough, where do they all fit into this? And I think at SummerSlam, we're going to get at least some of those questions finally answered. So, for the time being, Dominik Mysterio is back in his mummy's good books, but it's not going to last long. We all know this screams setup, and boy oh boy, the explosion at SummerSlam is going to be off the chart. The nuclear heat that Dominik Mysterio is going to get when he hooks up with Liv Morgan is going to be off the chart, and I can't wait to see it. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks as we're heading towards SummerSlam. As we know already, Liv Morgan is going to defend her women's title against Rhea Ripley. So right now, Dominik Mysterio is in Rhea Ripley's good books, but we know deep down that's not going to last. A dirty betrayal is definitely coming. And we saw Rhea Ripley show her approval by licking Dominik and giving him a big kiss on the cheek. So she's a very happy mummy, but like I said already, we know deep down this is not going to last long. Someone is leaving SummerSlam with a broken heart, and unfortunately, it's going to be Rhea Ripley. So anyway, that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What do you guys think? Do you think Dominik Mysterio really has chosen Rhea Ripley? Do you think this is all a setup? Do you think a betrayal is definitely coming at SummerSlam? What's going to happen on the following week on Raw? Are Dominik Mysterio and Rhea Ripley back on the same page? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Wrestling Discussion Series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.